Welcome to another weekly vlog, and today is my birthday. I haven't been on camera all day because I had a bit of a rough morning. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I share my birthday with my ex-husband. Therefore, our son has the morning with me and the afternoon and the evening with my ex-husband, and then next year we switch over to keep it fair. And my son didn't want to go. He didn't want to go and stay at daddy's. He wanted to spend some more time with me because I'm a birthday person and my ex-husband is not a birthday person, and I think he knows if he stays with me he's going to get a few extra treats with some extra chocolate and a birthday cake and stuff like that, where because my ex-husband is not a birthday person he won't get as many treats. So I kind of know what his game is. But I had to send him into school crying his eyes out, and it really got me upset and I started crying. So it's just been a bit of a day. So I've been working all day to take my mind off it, and it's coming up to 4 o'clock now. And I just thought I would take the rest of the afternoon off and I would just chill out and do my own thing. But I texted my ex-husband and I let him know that our little one was upset, and he said that once he settled down after school and had some dinner, he'll do a FaceTime call with me. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully that will make him feel better and make me feel better. But yesterday, on Sunday, we made some cakes and I said that I will leave them there and he can have one when he comes home from school tomorrow. Anyway, I thought I would quickly show you the wonderful gifts that my family got me. And they didn't have to, and I feel utterly spoiled, but I will quickly flip the camera around and show you now what I got. Okay, so there's a little bit of mess. This is vintage, I'm selling that. So this is a jumper my mum got me from my son. So it's just from Pep & Co, so obviously Poundland, but it's really nice. I love long jumpers, I love them. They cover everything up. So she got me that, which I thought was lovely. And my mum also got me this jacket here. I wanted like a little, it's not really leather, is it? But do you know what I mean? She got me one of these from Primark. It's a Rita Ora one, so she picked that up for me because I said I wanted a jacket when the sun's out and it's not overly cold, but you don't want to wear a big thick coat. And I said I need to invest and buy one of these, so that's what my mum got me. She also got me this candle here from Home Bargains, and it's Scream Berry Punch. It smells delicious, absolutely lovely smell, but I can't burn it until my son comes home because he likes to smell candles. And then my ex-husband from my son got me 2 more candles. Got me a vanilla one and also got me a wild jasmine one as well. So my son doesn't like candles being burned. He hates them. He always blows them out because it's fire, and I've taught him fire can be dangerous and you need to walk away, but he loves to smell them. I also got a 1 for all voucher from my brother and my nieces. That's £20 on there. And my mum also picked me up a Primark voucher. And she's got a Mickey and Minnie one because she said you can use it to buy some bits and pieces for the cruise. And I also got £50 off my dad and his wife. And I also got a nice bag of all my favourite snacks. And so I'm going to eat the ones that I really like before my son comes home, because otherwise he's going to eat them. I got these wonderful cards. Yes, that's from my brother, and yes, my brother is 2 years older than me, but he said his daughter's picked it out, so we'll do that. Obviously, then I've got 2 mum cards because I got one from my ex and I got one from my mum. I got a card from the dog, and then I've got 2 daughter cards from my mum and my dad. I also got these colouring books and these colouring pens from my mum as well, because I said sometimes in the evening I can work and work and work and not stop, or I sit there and I just scroll online being mindless. So she got me some colouring books so that I can do something else to unwind. And as you've been seeing, I got this wonderful Mickey and Friends t-shirt from my son, ready for our Disney cruise next year. So I kind of know that for Christmas I'm going to get a lot of Disney stuff, aren't I? Because Disney cruise is coming up next year. So that is everything I got for my birthday. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening just chilling out and doing my own thing, doing a bit of colouring, watching a movie and just having some downtime. And then obviously I'll be back to normal stuff tomorrow. And obviously I'm looking forward to that phone call from my son as well. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'm going to eat a lot of rubbish food. I'm going to eat all the foods that I really enjoy, that I don't eat throughout the year really, so that I can try and keep as healthy as possible. But today on my birthday, I'm just going to eat junk food. That's all I'm going to eat. Just junk, because I'm allowed, because I'm 41 and I'm an adult. Anyway, I will catch back up with you tomorrow. Morning. Next day, I had a good birthday evening. I literally just stuffed my face with a load of junk food, which probably wasn't the wisest decision, but it's my birthday and that's what I wanted to do. But now I'm on this huge health kick now to make sure that I'm healthy. It's not so much about how I look anymore, even though I'd love to look slim and skinny and everything else that people want. But it's more about my body is healthy inside rather than how it looks on the outside, because my body needs to work and it's great how I look on the outside, but if my body's not working on the inside, there's a problem. So even though I had a little bit of a junk fest yesterday and I really enjoyed it, it's back on a bit of a health kick now, up until Christmas, where I'll have a bit more of a junk kick. I think it's all about balance, but I think as you get older, you start focusing more on your body and what's going on inside your body and how your body works rather than how you look, because how you look is really not important. I wouldn't care how I looked as long as my body's working on the inside and I can be here for my son. So I think I just had a bit of a change of mindset when it comes to my body, which is great, since that I've had eating disorders and got pretty ill with my eating disorders in the past, that my mindset is finally changing and I'm more focusing on my body as a whole rather than just what it looks like. Anyway, I rambled. Let's move on. So we've had an email from the school today about the Harvest Festival. Not heard about this one at school before, but we've got the Harvest Festival and they want us to take in some canned foods or packet foods that they will donate to our local food bank for the Harvest Festival, because one of the years do a concert or something. What do you do with that? Because I'm a frugal buyer, and everything in my cupboard, I'm going to eat. So do I go out and spend £5 on Asda essential foods and just have £5 to put towards the food bank? Or do I not bother? I mean, what do I do? I mean, I will bother because giving food to the food bank is extremely important to me, because I was almost there once when my marriage ended. The food bank was a place I needed to go. So I give back to the food bank as much as possible, and that's why every single week when I do my shopping, I always buy something extra and put it in the trolley at the end of my shopping trip. I do it every single week, and then at Christmas I go and spend £10 to £15 on all essential foods and toilet paper and all that stuff, and I put that in the trolley at the end of the shopping as well. I literally go in, just do that and put it in the food bank. I'd love to do it more, but I'm still trying to work my way into financial stability, and once I'm there I can help out even more, but I give back what I can. But I was just wondering, what would you do? Do you go out there and buy some extra food, or would you just take food from your cupboard even though you know you're going to eat it? Let me know in the comments. There is nothing better than coming home from a cold wet day and having a nice warm cup of tea. There's nothing better than it, is there? I absolutely love it. So it is a cold wet day here in the UK, and I've just come home after a bit of a morning with my son and needed that cup of tea. My son had a meltdown in the car. He can become very overwhelmed and stressed when he's got to make a decision or he can't decide what to do about something going on at school. And he had this huge meltdown, and then I was struggling today as well. I've been struggling all morning. Some mornings I can get up and I'll be fine, and other mornings I'll get up and I'm just not coping whatsoever. And today is one of those days. I also feel that I have to take my son to swimming today because his dad's had to go to London for work, and I'm getting anxious about that. It's the one mum job I absolutely despise doing. I can tolerate all the other mum jobs, but taking my kids swimming, for some reason, I hate it. Really hate it. I don't know why, I just do. So I'd love to know, what is the one mum job that you really hate doing, that if you didn't have to do it, you wouldn't? So what is that? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, back to the story. So he had a meltdown. I was struggling. I had to try and regulate myself to get him into school. He didn't want to go to school, but he's got such a lovely teacher that grabbed his hand and gently encouraged him to go in. He went in okay in the end. And then I called my mum and I just broke down in tears because I just struggled. And that's just mum life, isn't it? I find it really hard when I have no idea what to do. That usually I can think of an idea, I can become very creative, but in this particular situation, I had no idea what to do. You can do this. You got this. And I just felt that I failed. And I know I didn't. No, I didn't fail. Because every mum is going to go through it. And I'm going to go through this many more times as a mum. But it still hits hard when you feel like you fail. Anyway. Anyway, positive mindset. Everything's a learning experience. You've got to learn from the mistakes you make to be able to do better next time. So that's what I tell my son, and that's what I'm going to do now. I make mistakes, my son makes mistakes, and we have to learn from the mistakes. We have to learn from the mistakes to be able to do better next time. That's all we have to do. So I'm going to have this cup of tea. I'm going to get on with some work. I'm going to put some uplifting music on to get myself out of this place. And I'm going to give my son a very big cuddle when he comes home today. So sorry about my little meltdown. This is real, this is what happens, and I want basically to say to all the other mums that might feel like they failed today, you're not the only one that feels that way, and it's okay. And like I said before, we have to learn from our mistakes so we can do better next time. I just keep repeating that to myself so I know that any mistakes that I may have made, and I did make mistakes, I didn't talk to my son the way that I should have spoken to him today. I wasn't nasty, but there's probably a better way I could have handled it. So I've got to learn from that mistake so I can do better next time. But a big cuddle with him later. I'll play some games with him as well. When we go swimming, we'll do some games in the car and I'll make it up to him. But you're not alone if you feel like you failed, and you haven't failed, you just feel like you do. Sometimes the feeling isn't always real. So just take a deep breath, learn from your mistakes, and you can do this. You've got this. I will catch up with you probably tomorrow. It's Friday now. I didn't jump on yesterday because it was a hell of a day. It really was a hell of a day. Yesterday morning, I made breakfast for myself and my son, and every morning I have porridge and I have frozen berries on it, but I usually put them in the microwave and defrost them a little bit, and then I poured that on top of my porridge oats with some kefir. And I was carrying it in with my son's breakfast to him because he was just chilling out, and I tripped over my own 2 feet somehow. Don't know how, I just did. And all my breakfast went all over the floor. And again, I have berries and I have a cream carpet. So as you can imagine, that was the rest of my day. It was an absolute pain in the butt. So I quickly cleaned it up, made my son another breakfast, gave him breakfast, and then I went and quickly cleaned up what I could, but there was this huge red stain on my carpet, but I didn't have time to do anything about it because I had to get my son to school. Oh, it was a nightmare. Anyway, I went from school to Home Bargains and picked up some cleaning supplies, come home and cleaned my hallway because it was in my hallway, and luckily, I got it all out. It was all gone. So I got it all out, which was really, really good. So I was really happy that I got the red stain out of the carpet, but it did take me all morning to get the red stain out. And then my dad called me halfway through. And if you know, I like to natter with my dad. So 45 minutes later, and I finished talking to him. So I finished cleaning the carpet up. And then I sold a bunch of stuff on my vintage store. I got all the clothes out that I sold, and what did I do? I ran out of brown paper. So it was one of those days. And then my son always has a McDonald's with my ex-husband on a Wednesday, and he didn't have him this Wednesday because it was the swimming session, and I didn't have the energy to go to McDonald's. So I said I would get him one yesterday. So we went straight from an after school club to McDonald's, and it was rush hour traffic, and it took me 40 minutes to get from the school to McDonald's, and then it took me another 20 minutes to get home from there because it was rush hour traffic. So when it came to bedtime yesterday, I just collapsed and I was just like, I'm done for the day, and today is going to be a much better day. But this morning I woke up and my son came into my room with his drink, and again, not paying attention, and spilled his drink all over my bed. So this morning I've been cleaning up my bed and opening the windows so the smell of squash doesn't linger in my room. So now I'm just waiting for my bed to dry so that I can change my bed sheets over. Yeah, but all is well, all is good. These things come to test us sometimes, don't they? This is just life. It could be a lot worse. Worse things could happen. It was just a few berries and a wet bed. Not that he wet the bed, that he spilt my drink on my bed, which made it wet. But anyway, that's been my week so far. But these weeks happen, don't they? This happens sometimes. Sometimes everything can just go wrong in one go, and other weeks you can have an absolutely fine week. So not trying to get too stressed out about it. It's just been one of those days, one of those couple of days. But this afternoon I'm going to my son's school for a little concert to watch him, so that'll be nice to do. And then tomorrow I'm going to pop over to Home Bargains to look at the Christmas stuff. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. My mum just went to Poundland and she said she picked these up for me, which is what I wanted for the teachers. These are in Poundland. They're £1.50. They're little tiny tins of biscuits. They're not too big. I thought they're the perfect size for a Christmas gift for the teachers. So we've got 4. So you've got the red one, you've got the gold one, there's a green one as well, and then you've got blue. So I'll ask my son when he comes home from his dad's which one he wants to give to what teacher, because he's got 4 teachers he wants to give to. I'm also going to put a candle with his 2 main teachers, and the 2 other teachers that kind of help out will just get a tin of biscuits. But for £1.50 each, I thought that was a really good little Christmas token for the teachers, and it only cost me £6 for all 4 of them, plus the candles, which is £8 for teachers. So for under a tenner, I got all the teachers sorted. My mum said there wasn't that many in the shop. A lot of people have been waiting for these. So if you do want to get them, I would keep checking your Poundland. But just thought I'd let you know. So I've just come back from Home Bargains and I picked up a few little bits for Christmas. 1 or 2 bits extra that wasn't for Christmas, but I'll go through it with you in a bit. And I spent about £20. So what I decided to do in September was give myself a £10 budget per day for fun money, and that would have been £300 in the month of September, and whatever I have left over I was going to use to get some bits for Christmas. So I think I had about £120 left over in September, so I took that today to Home Bargains and I spent some of it, not all of it, on some Christmas stuff that I needed. So I'm quickly going to show you that now, but I will do a future video on all Christmas gifts and gift giving and all that kind of stuff. That is going to be coming up in the future, so do hit that subscribe so you don't miss it. But let me show you what I got. Now, please excuse my messy bed because I am selling all these clothes just here. So I'm putting all this on Vinted today, so everything looks a bit of a mess. But let me go through quickly. So I picked up these stickers here. They're 49p each, and I picked up these Christmas cards as well for my son to give to his friends at school, and they were 99p for 32 Christmas cards. What I've always done since he started school was I put some chocolates, these little chocolates, inside the Christmas card, and then I taped it down. So I'm going to do that again, but I'm going to use the sticker to put over the tape so it doesn't look so rubbish, really. So I picked up 1 snowman and I picked up 2 Father Christmas chocolates, and that is going to be for his school friends' Christmas cards. I also picked up a Christmas colouring book for 99p. I got a colouring book earlier in the video, if you saw that, for my birthday, and my son wanted to help. But I know it sounds selfish, but I wanted to have that colouring book just for me. So I told him that I would pick up a Christmas colouring book and we would share this book together, and we were colouring this book together instead. So that way he can still colour with me, but I have the one that I got for my birthday just for me. Selfish maybe, but it's something I wanted to do. Other things I've got is Mickey Mouse wrapping paper. This was 99p each. So every year I wrap up my son's Christmas presents in the same wrapping paper. Last year I did Elf, and this year I'm doing Disney because we are going on a Disney cruise next year. So I picked 2 of these wrapping paper up. Hopefully that'll be enough. If not, I'll just pick up 1 more. I also picked up some Mickey Mouse gift tags as well, just 10 of them. I'm not going to need any more than that. And I think they were 49p. I can't quite remember. And then I picked up this Christmas card for one of my nieces. It's only 79p. I'm looking for another one as well because I don't want to get them the same one because I just argue. So I picked up that for my niece. And then I picked up these After 8 chocolates for my dad's wife. They were only $3.99 the box, so I picked up that. So that's what I got for Christmas. I also picked up some Haribo Star Mix for another gift that I'm giving. And other bits that I picked up was this Grinch candy floss, which I'm going to put in my son's stocking because he likes that. And I also picked up these Fino roller things. I picked up 2. Yeah, I picked up that one, and I picked up one of these roller things as well, the rainbow ones. I'm putting these in his stocking as well. So a few little stocking bits. I picked up another candle for the school teachers. I just need to get 2 more candles, and then I've got the biscuits I showed you earlier, and the teachers are done. And then other bits that I picked up just for me was some gingerbread Oreos because I love gingerbread. Love them. Love, love, love them. So I thought I would try the Oreo one. My son will hate these, so they're all mine. Yes, they're all mine. And then I picked up one of these interior dehumidifiers to put in my bedroom. I'm going to pick up a few more to put in like the bathroom and places like that. I saw this on Brummy Mummy of 2, I think it was the channel I saw it on, and with the cold weather coming, I thought it would be a really good idea to pick one of those up. So all of that cost me about £20 something, but I did get some good bits for Christmas. So that's all I got from Home Bargains, and as you saw, I've got a very messy bed, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing a bit of work and selling a load of things on Vinted and Facebook Marketplace, because I always feel that now is the perfect time to sell your items because people are looking for secondhand stuff, but also gives me a chance to declutter everything out of my wardrobe or my son's wardrobe so that I can make room. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the afternoon. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for coming with me this week. It's been a bit of an up and down roller coaster week, but it's now Saturday. My son is with his dad. I'm going to take some time to reset myself, and then I'll start again ready for next week, and it will be a better week. Plus, have a positive mindset. It's going to be a better week. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you watch this, you're having a good morning, good day, good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.